Welcome back to my channel. Today, we explore the value of specific coins, the most valuable state quarter dollar coins value in market. First up, the 2001 North Carolina state quarter with the Philadelphia P mint mark is part of the popular 50 state quarters program issued by the U.S. Mint between 1999 and 2008. This particular coin honors North Carolina as the 12th state to enter the Union, and its reverse design features the famous first flight scene with the Wright brothers plane taking off at Kitty Hawk. Millions of people collected these coins as they were released into circulation, but most examples remain very common. Today, which affects their market value, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 627 million North Carolina quarters in 2001. Because of this enormous mintage, these coins are widely available in circulation, and circulated examples rarely carry a premium over face value unless they have some unusual error or are in exceptionally high grade. When a coin is described as being in fine condition, that means it has seen noticeable circulation wear. The hair details on Washington's portrait are flattened, and the finer lines of the airplane and background on the reverse are soft and worn. A coin in fine condition is far from uncirculated, and for state quarters like this, it is considered a very typical grade for something that has been in pockets and cash registers for over 20 years. In today's market, a 2001 P North Carolina quarter in fine condition is generally worth between 25 cents and $1. Most often, they trade at face value because they are still so plentiful in circulation. Coin dealers or collectors are not eager to pay a premium for a well-worn coin unless there is something unique about it, such as an error or variety. Collectors who want a circulated example of this design can easily find one in their spare change, which is why the demand for low-grade pieces is extremely limited. A coin in fine condition simply does not carry enough eye appeal to interest most collectors beyond its value as a casual find or for a basic set of state quarters. Where value really increases is in coins that are uncirculated, certified, or feature minting errors. Mint state examples, graded MS60 and higher, are the coins that collectors actively pursue for higher prices. A 2001 P North Carolina quarter in bright, uncirculated condition with no major marks can sell for around $1,000 depending on the grade, and extremely high-end coins graded MS66 to MS68 can sometimes bring $20 to $30 or more. Rare error coins, such as those with a missing clad layer, off-center strikes, or other dramatic mint mistakes, can reach values of several $100s or even over $1,000 if certified in mint state condition. Unfortunately, fine condition coins rarely preserve these errors in a way that attracts strong collector interest because the heavy wear often obscures the features that make errors desirable. The 2001 P North Carolina quarter is an attractive design and an important piece of the state quarters series, but the reality is that coins with heavy wear are usually only worth their face value. Collectors who want to add one to their album will typically choose a nice circulated example from pocket change or a high-quality uncirculated example for a small premium. While there is always a chance that a unique error could boost the value of any coin, the typical fine condition 2001 P North Carolina quarter sells for about $100 to $1 in the current market. This makes it a fun piece to hold onto for history's sake, but not a major source of profit. If you are searching your change and hoping to find a valuable North Carolina quarter, focus on coins that are either uncirculated or show unusual characteristics that suggest a minting error. Those are the pieces that command collector attention. Otherwise, a well-worn example is a neat reminder of the Wright brothers' historic first flight, but its monetary value will almost always stay close to its original face value. For casual collectors or anyone building a circulated state quarter set, this coin is still a great find. For those looking to invest or resell at higher prices, uncirculated or certified error coins are the ones to chase. Next up, the 2023 Bessie Coleman quarter with a P mint mark in good condition with some scratches. Focusing on its current value and background, the 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter is one of the newest additions to the U.S. Mint America the Beautiful Quarters program. This coin honors Bessie Coleman, the first African-American woman and Native American woman to earn a pilot's license, celebrating her legacy in aviation history. The coin's design depicts Coleman in her pilot gear with a biplane in the background, symbolizing her pioneering flights. Released by the Philadelphia Mint, the coin bears the P Mint mark and is composed of the same copper nickel clad as modern quarters. Since this coin was minted very recently, in 2023, it is still quite common and widely available in circulation, especially with the Philadelphia Mint mark. While the mintage figures for the 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter are not as high as some earlier state quarters, millions were produced to meet general demand. Because of this, the coin does not command a significant premium unless it is in an exceptional state of preservation or has some sort of error when describing the condition as good. It means the coin has visible wear and signs of circulation. The details on Bessie Coleman's portrait will be noticeably worn down, and the background elements like the plane will appear less sharp. Additionally, since you mentioned some scratches, this suggests the coin has been handled or rubbed against other coins or surfaces, which is typical for coins found in everyday circulation. These scratches affect the overall visual appeal and thus reduce collector interest and value. In today's market, a 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarter with a Philadelphia Mint mark in good condition and some scratches will generally be worth its face value of $250.00. Coins in circulated conditions from recent years are usually not sought after by collectors unless they are error coins or part of a rare variant. Most circulated quarters from the last few years trade at or near face value due to their abundance and lack of rarity. If you are hoping to find value beyond face value, you would need to look for coins that are in much higher grades such as uncirculated or mint state conditions or ones that feature noticeable minting errors like doubled dies, off-center, strikes, or missing elements. For instance, uncirculated 2023 Bessie Coleman Quarters that are graded by professional services can sometimes command a small premium ranging from about $1 to $5 depending on the specific grade and appeal. However, such premiums are usually modest because the coin is very recent and not yet considered rare or historically significant in numismatic terms. Scratches in general will greatly reduce the coin's value. Even collectors who want this quarter for their set usually prefer examples that look cleaner or are in better condition. A coin described as good condition with scratches is a typical pocket change quarter and will mostly be valued for its face value rather than as a collectible. It can still be a great piece to hold if you're interested in the historical figure it represents or simply want to complete a collection, but it is unlikely to generate significant resale profit. It's worth noting that the Bessie Coleman Quarter is part of a newer initiative to honor important American figures beyond just states and national parks, reflecting a broader cultural appreciation. This makes the coin important historically, but in terms of monetary value for collectors, age, condition, and rarity still play the largest roles. The coin will likely become more interesting to collectors in the future as it ages and as the story of Bessie Coleman gains wider recognition, but for now, the market price remains stable around face value for circulated coins. If you want to improve your chances of finding a valuable example, look for coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and no scratches or marks. Coins graded by third-party services, such as PCGS or NGC, often fetch higher prices, especially if they receive high grades like MS65 or above. Additionally, keep an eye out for any mint errors or varieties that could be more valuable. Next up, the 2020 Voto para la Mujer Quarter is part of the American Women Quarters series issued by the U.S. Mint, celebrating influential women in American history. This coin honors the contributions of suffragist Adelia Otero Warren, who played a major role in the fight for women's voting rights in New Mexico and worked to ensure that Spanish-speaking communities were included in the movement. The design features the phrase "Voto para la mujer," meaning vote for women, prominently on the reverse, reflecting her commitment to bilingual advocacy and the broader women's suffrage cause. Your coin carries the Denver Mint's D-Mint mark, which means it was struck at the Denver facility. Like other modern clad quarters, it is made of copper nickel and has the standard specifications of 24.6 millimeters in diameter and a weight of 5.67 grams. In 2022, millions of these coins were minted at both the Denver and Philadelphia facilities, making them common in circulation. Because the mintage is high and the series is still very recent, these coins are widely available and most circulated. Examples do not command significant premiums. You mentioned that your coin is in good condition with some scratches. A good grade coin means it has clear circulation where the finer details are flattened and the scratches indicate handling or contact with other coins. Circulated modern quarters like this usually do not carry collector value unless they are in very high grades or exhibit notable minting errors. In its current condition, your 2020 Voto para la Mujer quarter is worth about its face value of $180.00 in today's market. Even in slightly better circulated grades, most of these coins will still trade for face value because collectors prefer uncirculated or mint state examples. For context, coins from this series that are certified in mint state grades MS65 or higher can sell for $100, and exceptional MS67 examples can sometimes bring $160 or slightly more. Rare error varieties, like off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing clad layers, can command higher prices depending on visibility and condition, sometimes reaching tens or even hundreds of dollars if certified. However, scratches and circulation where on a good condition coin reduce its appeal for collectors. The Voto para la Mujer quarter is meaningful because it highlights an important chapter in American history and celebrates diversity in the suffrage movement. While your specific coin does not have high monetary value due to its condition, it is still a historically significant design and an interesting piece for a collection of modern quarters. If you want to build a more valuable collection, try to find uncirculated examples with sharp details and no scratches, or watch for unusual error coins that might carry a premium. For now, your coin is mostly worth its face value, but is a great reminder of Adelio Taro Warren's role in securing the right to vote for all women. Next up, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is one of the most beautiful coins from the U.S. 50 State Quarters program, released as the fifth coin in the series. It was officially issued on October 12, 1999, and struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is marked with the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. This quarter features the famous charter oak on the reverse, a historic symbol of Connecticut's spirit of independence. With a mintage of over 688 million coins, the Connecticut quarter is not rare in circulation, but condition and grading make all the difference when it comes to value. Today, we will look at what a 1999 Connecticut quarter in fine condition is worth in today's market and what factors influence its price. When discussing coin value, it is important to understand grading. The Sheldon grading scale ranges from 1 to 70, with 1 being a heavily worn coin and 70 representing a flawless, perfect coin. A coin in fine condition usually falls around F12 or F15 on the scale. This means the coin has moderate wear, with the highest points of the design smooth, but the major elements of the design are still visible. On the Connecticut quarter, a fine condition example would show wear on the high points of the charter oak branches and trunk, and some smoothness on Washington's hair on the obverse. Fine condition coins are clearly circulated and do not carry the same collector premium as uncirculated or mint state coins, but they can still be interesting to collectors who want examples of the series in today's market. A 1999 Connecticut State Quarter in fine condition does not command a high priced because of its large mintage and the fact that many of these coins remain in circulation. On average, fine condition examples trade for about 25 cents to 40 cents, essentially close to face value. In some cases, a particularly attractive coin with slightly less wear might reach up to $1, but most fine-grade pieces are very common. Collectors tend to focus on higher grades, such as very fine, extremely fine, or mint state when paying a premium for modern state quarters. The real value for Connecticut quarters comes when you find coins in mint state, or MS condition. Uncirculated examples graded MS60 to MS65 typically sell for around $3 to $5. If you move up to gem grades like MS67, prices can reach $20 to several $100s depending on the market and eye appeal. The highest auction records have been for Connecticut quarters graded MS68, with one of these top-graded coins selling for over $4,300 at auction. There is even a known MS69 example that could bring an even higher price if it ever sells, but those coins are extremely rare. This shows that for modern quarters like this, condition is everything. In addition to grade, error varieties can greatly affect the price of a Connecticut state quarter. While a regular fine condition coin is worth about face value, an error coin like a double die, off-center strike, or die break could bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the rarity and visual appeal of the error. These special pieces are not common and must usually be authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to bring top dollar in the marketplace. To summarize the current market value, a 1999 P Connecticut state quarter in fine condition is generally worth $190.00, with occasional pieces reaching $1 if they are slightly better than average. Most circulated examples are common and do not have significant collector premiums. If you want to see real profits with this coin, you need to look for uncirculated mint state examples, gem quality coins, or rare error varieties. Collectors who specialize in the state quarters series focus their money on high-grade pieces, or unique finds that stand out from the millions of common circulation coins. If you have a 1999 P Connecticut quarter in fine condition, it is a great piece of U.S. coinage history, but it will likely remain close to its face value. However, always check for errors or signs that the coin might grade higher than fine, because that is where the value truly begins to grow. Keep an eye out for mint state coins in your pocket change or rolls from the bank, and consider checking with a grading service if you believe you have an exceptional example. High-grade coins and certified errors are the ones that can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market, while most circulated fine coins remain a fun collectible with modest value.